Hi, welcome back to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Sen. We're carrying on with the same topic, the goals of the 5-year plans. We discussed already in detail that the Britishers ruled India for 200 years. The Indian economy was in stagnation. There was no improvement, no development in agriculture, no development in industries, nothing absolutely. When they left the economy, it was in shatters. So after we got independence in 1947, the first thing we did was to formulate the 5-year plans. The goals of the 5-year plans was growth, that is producing more goods and services so that our GDP will go up. The second was equity, social justice and economic justice. And now the third one is self-reliance. Self-reliance. We're discussing the objective of self-reliance as one of the goals of the 5-year plans. What exactly is self-reliance? That means not depending on other countries. A country will develop only if it is self-reliant. So for 200 years, India was completely dependent on Britain. So they treated it as a colony. We exported raw materials, imported goods from that. As a result, the economy could never develop. So what exactly self-reliance means? Producing all the goods in the country itself. Maybe they're consumer goods, maybe they're capital goods, everything. Maybe the goods for defense. So that way the economy will develop. If the economy is importing everything, the economy will lose its sovereignty. The economy will become dependent on other countries. That exactly is self-reliance. So what exactly is self-reliance? You can see here, explain self-reliance goal of 5-year plans. Self-reliance means avoiding dependence on import of those goods which could be produced in the country itself. We should make an effort to produce in the country itself instead of importing everything from abroad. Expansion of exports, what we should do to be self-reliant, expansion of exports, substitution of imports. Instead of, let's find some substitute goods instead of directly importing everything from abroad. Self-reliance in food grains, defense equipment, capital goods, etc. If we cannot reduce our dependence on imported goods such as food grains, foreign capital and foreign technology, it may pose a threat to our sovereignty. The country will lose its sovereignty. That means we become totally dependent on other countries. That's exactly what happened during those 200 years of the British rule in India. So what you are supposed to write? Self-reliance is one of the most important goal of the 5-year plan. Self-reliance means not depending on other countries for all goods which the country can produce itself, or finding out import substitution so that the country cannot, country need not depend on other countries. Self-reliance. In the early stages of development of a country, in the early stages of the development of a country might depend upon foreign aid. Maybe we depend on other countries when the country is developing in the early stages. But excessive dependence on external assistance has its own difficulties and problems. In view of this, in the first 7 5-year plans, self-reliance came to be accepted as a desirable objective of our planning process. Self-reliance implies avoiding dependence on imports of those goods which could be produced in the country itself. The goal of self-reliance was emphasized in order to reduce production on foreign countries, especially for food. This objective has many aspects such as expansion of exports, substitution of imports, self-reliance in food grains, defense equipment, capital goods and other essential goods. The importance of self-reliance could be understood in the backdrop of our freedom from foreign domination. If we cannot reduce our dependence on imported goods such as food grains, foreign capital, foreign technology, it may pose a threat to our sovereignty, which may further invite interference in our policies. The country will become dependent on other countries. So, self-reliance, what self-reliance means, the country should be producing goods in the country itself instead of depending on other countries. Maybe they're consumer goods, maybe they're capital goods, maybe they're defense goods, maybe they are, any kind of goods the country should produce. Or we should have import substitution. The country should export but should not import everything from other countries. The country will lose its sovereignty. So that's all we have in this video. Till we meet next time, it's a goodbye from Saddam Hussein. Don't forget to share, subscribe and like our videos. Till we meet next time, keep smiling. Bye-bye.